What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode 7 of the Good Morning Sunshine Show with your boy, me. It's me, Sire Landry. Thank you guys for stopping by again and hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it, as always. Let me think of any updates I got for you since I saw you last. The last video I posted was the crash out videos. Yeah, so that was right before I left for Galveston to go drop off my brother at college and everything. So yeah, I went on a little vacay and just kind of, took it easy, hung out for a couple days. Me and Lexi, so we went to Galveston, dropped off my brother, and then we got to come back and we got to see Curtis Connor live at the Paramount here in Austin, Texas. We got to see him and Jacob Sharp do their stand-up comedy set. I had seen some clips on TikTok, which, first of all, me and Lexi had been watching Curtis for years. It was funny because she kept saying, like, I remember when I felt like he was like so niche and like nobody like knew who he was, and he was like my little secret. And now like seeing like him perform first of all, seeing him in general, like seeing somebody who you like actively watch, and like honestly, like his like, content is like has been a huge inspiration for like me and stuff, to like kind of like, I never want to like, just directly copy or like make it seem like I'm like, oh God, how do I say it? Like taking after somebody's content, like obviously it's okay to have like, people that you like look up to and everything, and people that you like are inspired by. But like, I don't ever want it to like come off that I'm like copying or just doing exactly like what he does. But he has been a huge inspiration for me to like start my channel and everything like that. But I'd seen a bunch of clips on TikTok and like little YouTube shorts and stuff that a bunch of people were saying that his comedy hour wasn't funny. Let's see what I got on the soundboard for that. Do I have anything for that specifically? Oh yeah, I do. It's called a huh? And also, you're dumb as fuck, dude. That shit was so funny. Him and Jacob both were so funny. It was really well written and everything. As a performer, I don't think I had never like really considered stand-up comedy before, but like that was like the first show I'd been to, and seeing that was so cool, because it was like, wow, like he's getting to do like his own thing. Like he wrote this, he's like telling it, and people are here for exactly that reason. Like that's so cool. I don't know if I'll like ever really step into the like stand-up comedy scene, because like I do feel like I would be good at being funny, but I'm not very good at like writing jokes. You know what I mean? Like I have funny stories that I like, that I could like tell on stage and everything, but I don't know how to like format that correctly. You know what I mean? It's also like, so I partially lied. That wasn't the first comedy show I'd been to. Me and my family saw a comedy show on a cruise, and no disrespect to the, comics that were there, because I'm sure that's like hard to do, because they also have to do PG shows since there's kids on the ship. But we quote this all the time, because the guy telling the jokes, he was so bad, like so painfully unfunny, and he was telling like racist jokes, so there was that too. But literally he would do this move right here. So one of his jokes, and I'm going to paraphrase this because I didn't really listen, but here's the gist of what he said. He went, so yeah, what's with all these Mexicans? And then he went like this. So he tells the joke, he goes, so what's with all these Mexicans? Am I right? Like, that's the funniest part of it, because it's like nobody laughed, and he was like, I just said that. Yeah, dude, and it wasn't fucking funny. You know what I mean? But yeah, as far as like me like doing stand-up comedy, not that anybody, asked, but it is my show, so I'm gonna say what I want. I think it would be cool maybe at some point. I would just have to figure out how to like step into that, and I'd like to focus like mainly on YouTube and stuff like that first, and maybe like sharpen my iron that way, because like if I can tell jokes to literally nobody here, it doesn't get much worse than me saying a joke and hearing silence, because then if I go on stage and hear a joke or tell a joke and hear silence, that's what I've been preparing for, like, I don't know, man. But yeah, no, his set was super funny. We got some signed merch pretty dope. We're gonna get it framed and everything and put it up somewhere in the house. And then we got a playing card that's signed by him too. Pretty dope. But yeah, it was, a sick time. Galveston was a lot of fun. The show was a lot of fun. Me and Lexi got to go thrifting, so I get ready for the heat check segment, baby. We got some fire stuff to show off the next couple weeks. And I feel like there was something else that I wanted to say. Oh, so aside from, getting to do cool shit and all that stuff, I've been scripting a video, which I know you're probably like, oh, Mr. Sunshine, like, why are you scripting a video? I thought this was a podcast. I've been talking to Ethan, and I also want to do like main channel-esque videos, you know what I mean? Like where it's over like one topic and it's like more cuts and everything. It's like cut up more, edited more and stuff. So, I talked to Ethan about it, and obviously I'm a very big fan of Ethan's editing style, but I wanted something that we could do more with that and kind of showcase that a little bit more. I've been debating going back and forth on whether I wanted to make another main channel for it or if I wanted to keep it all on the same channel. And what we've decided is that we're going to keep it all on this page, on this channel, the Good Morning Sunshine show. So for those of you who are avid fans of the show, you probably remember that I've been calling it the Good Morning Sunshine podcast. We're going to keep these episodes still. I mean, I'm still going to do podcast type episodes for like, I don't want to call them filler episodes between main videos, but it'll be like, raw, uncut, not what I meant to say, unedited footage and stuff like that. And then for like main channel videos, I want to do like skits and specific deep dives into topics and stuff that I find online. And don't worry, we're not gonna like make it super confusing by like keeping the same thumbnails and everything. It's going to be labeled specifically what it is. So like how the podcast has like numbered episodes. So, like we're on episode 7 now. The main channel video, once I'm like done shooting that and everything, I'm going to go ahead and just put it as a normal caption. It's not going to have like a numbered title or anything like that. The thumbnail will look different. It'll be in a different color. Me and Ethan will get in touch more about that like once we get it shot and edited and everything. But the podcast will be in a playlist on the channel, and then the main channel-esque videos will be in a different one. So that way it won't be confusing for everybody, and that way you're not having to jump from channel to channel to get all your sunshine and happiness needs. You can stay on one channel, and if you're just like, I'm not really rocking with a podcast episode right now because Sawyer Landry can fucking yap. He yapping his flapping and tapping his fucking gums everywhere, and you just want to see honestly more of Ethan's ability and his editing and stuff like that over a shorter video or a shorter fast-paced topic like that, then you can watch a main channel video that'll be here on the channel. So yeah, we're not repurposing it, we're not changing anything, we're just adding more stuff to the channel. And instead of the Good Morning Sunshine podcast, it's just going to be the Good Morning Sunshine show, because everything here is part of that show. What is the quote, that Shakespeare quote? All the world's a stage, and all the women. My college Shakespeare professor would have killed me for that. That was not in iambic pentameter, and I stuttered because I'm an idiot. So let me try that again. All the world's a stage, and all the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. Thank you. I'll be playing Romeo and Juliet in the next adaptation of Romeo and Juliet. In this adaptation, Romeo and Juliet are both dyslexic and can't form a coherent sentence. So, get out! Thank you. Yeah, I got new sounds on my soundboard. Let's go ahead and move into our first topic of the day. Let's see, do I have a sound that will take us there? Ethan we'll figure out which one we're going to use, but here, I'll play that again just in case.
You're going to sit here and you're going to watch real TV with commercials. Chicken jockey!
That's right. If you are not aware, we are moving into the movie segment of the show. So, the most recent movie we watched, me and Lexi, we watched at the Alamo Draft House here in Austin, and that was Weapons. Weapons, I was super excited for it. You know, the marketing for it has been insane. It looks like it could be the scariest movie of the year and everything like that. So I was, super excited about that. And I gotta say, it's pretty good. It's actually really, really good. It has some funny moments in it, and it's just a personal thing for me. If I'm going to watch a scary movie, I don't want to have any laughs in it at all. I want to be scared shitless the entire time. I want to be so scared. But I mean, Weapons is really funny. The director, I cannot remember his name. I want to say Zach Kreger. I think that's right. Let me see if Siri can. Is that right? Director. Weapons, because isn't he the same one that did? He's the same one that did Barbarian, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Oh, I was right. Zach Kreger. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a. Is it cinephile? Because that really sounds like something that would be in the Human Centipede. A cinephile? Yeah. Gross. Weapons is really, really good. It has some really funny moments in it, but I love the way it's shot. And right now, if you haven't seen Weapons, first of all, go fucking see Weapons. Okay? And then come back and watch this. Okay? But I am going to be dropping spoilers because I really want to talk about the movie. So if you don't want to deal with spoilers, get out! Get out! There we go. So yeah, this is your chance to leave in 3, 2, 1. I love the way it's shot. So it's shot in the perspectives of multiple people throughout the town, which is really cool because it's you get to see how this affected everyone in the town and everything. There was one scene that I didn't really care for. First of all, Thanos is in this movie. The actor that plays Thanos, can't remember his name. It's not Bruce Willis. He looks a lot like Bruce Willis, but all that stuff that's going down with Bruce Willis right now. Unfortunately, is it I'll figure it out later. There's a scene where his son is one of the ones that ran away and everything, but he's having a dream sequence about him and everything, and then he's running through this field, and then he looks up in the sky and there's just a big AK-47, a huge gun. We looked it up, and even the director was I'm not really sure what it symbolizes and everything, but it's an important part of the movie for me because anybody can interpret it however they want to interpret it. Cool. And the way we took it was I don't want to say a ploy, but not a play, a representation of school shootings and stuff like that, weapons. The kids are used as weapons, stuff like that. But I don't know, it's a little too on the nose of just big gun. I don't know. I get the sentiment behind it, but it's the movie was fine without it. So the whole time you're what the fuck is going on with these kids? What the fuck is going on? Why are the parents acting weird and all this stuff? And then the Aunt Gladys character, oh my god, dude, she's terrifying. She killed it. She absolutely killed it. That is one of the best horror, oh my god, one of my creepy character performances I've seen in a while. She absolutely killed it. Oh, dude, it's just the way she was controlling them the entire time was so cool. And all the scenes with her, the scene with her in the basement, if you haven't watched it yet, or if you have watched it, you know which one I'm talking about, where, is it Josh Brolin? Is that the Thanos' actor's name? Anyways, Thanos is a part of this movie, is walking around in the basement being perfectly balanced, as all things should be. But he's walking around being looking for his son and everything. And she's just it reminded me of the scene in Hereditary where she's stuck up in the corner, but she's on the ground, just oh, it's so creepy. It's so fucking creepy. It's so good. She was really good. Jennifer Garner's really good in it. I'm trying to think of who else big name wise. I can't think of anybody else right now off the top of my head. The only thing I didn't like about it, other than the AK-47 in the sky, was that it just kind of ends. Like it just kind of cuts and is over. I wanted to see like the fallout from like them finding the kids and everything and how it like affected the town and like how they were after and everything. But man, the poor kid that has to deal with like his parents getting controlled by Aunt Gladys. So Aunt Gladys is like his aunt, and she shows up and then she starts like controlling the parents because it never really explained it. I think she basically worked as like a parasite because they mentioned parasites a couple times in the movie. So I think she acts as a parasite for, she's like dying and she's like feeding off of all these people's energy, so she has to have them around and stuff. But the poor kid, dude, the poor kid that like is her like nephew or whatever. Oh my god, you just feel for him because it's like he just has to go to school every day and she's like, if you tell anybody what's going on here, I'm gonna make mommy and daddy like hurt themselves. He just has to go to school and pretend like nothing's wrong and then like take care of his parents when he comes home. Dude, it's so fucking sad. Couple of just super, super funny parts in the movie of the kids chasing after her at the very end and everything. That was actually really funny. I'm trying to think of other main points that I wanted to talk about in it. I gave it a 4.5 on I give it a 4 or 4.5 on Letterboxd. I can't remember. It's been a while since I saw it. Oh man, it was so good. I loved seeing the different perspectives of everybody in the town because it was like it kept the story moving, but also like kept it simple enough for like just a average viewer to like understand, you know? So that was really cool. The thing I don't understand, I don't get this. Somebody please like comment below or like DM me or something and tell me if I'm like tripping on this. So in the end, when the kid, like, what is his name? It's like Charlie or something. The kid whose parents are like under the spell of Aunt Gladys. He's like going to save them and everything, and he's going to like make the control thing where he like breaks the stick, like the witch spell. He's going to make that. I don't understand because for most of the movie, it's like Aunt Gladys has her thumb on everything. Like she's in control of everything. She knew that Josh Brolin and Jennifer Garner were like outside the house watching when the cop was inside, you know, when he like motions them inside. Like she knew that they were out there, but she didn't know that he was like upstairs like making like the potion to kill her. You know what I mean? Like that didn't make sense because it was like is she like quote unquote all knowing? Does she like she like knows when things are happening, or is she literally just like, I don't know. It was like, is she some sort of magical, or is it just the witch ritual stuff that she's doing that makes it that way? But overall, the movie is really good, and I think they're going to make a prequel to this. From what I've been seeing online, that they're going to make a prequel with Aunt Gladys to kind of like precursor the sorry. Ooh, that one came from the depths of hell, to kind of explain how she came to be and stuff like that. And also, they've been hinting at Barbarian and Weapons being in the same universe, so that'd be cool to see like what they do with that and everything. Yeah, but overall, 4 to 4.5. Weapons, what do you think, Ethan? Should we give them the Good Morning Sunshine Show Sawyer Landry seal of approval? Let's do it. You guys get the seal of approval. Yeah, we've only reviewed one bad movie on here so far. I love taking movie recommendations. Please send movie recommendations my way, and I will review them, and we will watch them, and I'll let you know what I think about them. Oh, real quick, before we get into the topical island, as I'm calling it, we had a couple birthdays. One birthday in the fandom, but we also are our dear... Me and Lexi's dear darling boy, our baby, turned 1 today. Or yesterday. He turned 1 yesterday. Our sweet baby Picasso, he turned 1. He went from being tiny to big and fat. And I love him. And so, Picasso, mommy and daddy love you very, very much. We also, let me check my notes here. We also had a birthday shout out request in the... I need to figure out what I'm going to call the fans of the show. I was just going to call y'all Sunshine, like, so if I did like an intro for like a main channel video, it'd just be like, Good Morning Sunshine. But let me know what you guys want to be called. As long as it's not a slur, I think we can make it work. But yeah, we had a birthday request in the Sunshine Squad. Let me see what they wrote out for me to say here. All right, yeah, so we had a birthday request. This goes out to Jonah Gonzalez. Happy birthday, Jonah, and we're gonna put your picture right up there. Happy birthday, Jonah Gonzalez. I hope your 43rd birthday is going great. Thanks for supporting the show. Thanks for supporting the show, and stay ugly. Stay ugly, buddy. It's okay. He's like one of my best friends. So, but that was his one birthday wish, was to get a birthday wish here on the Good Morning Sunshine show. So should we clap it up for Jonah? Let's clap it up. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jonah. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, buddy. Miss you, love you, and all that jazz. Let's go ahead. I'm either going to call this segment the Topical Island, or I'm thinking a better way to do it would for me to be like, all right, so I'm trying to think of how to transition. So now that we're done with the movie segment, why don't we see what the word is? Does anybody out there know what the word is? What do you guys think? You think we do that?
Huh?
We're gonna do that. All right, so yeah, let's move on to our next segment. Does anybody out there, have you guys heard the word? All right, let's get into this next topic. So as of like 2 or 3 days ago, I didn't know anything about this Will Smith AI controversy. All I know about Will Smith is Legend, Pursuit of Happiness, Chris Rock Slap, and the fact that his music is ass. It is ass. Yeah, so to catch you up to speed, for anybody like myself who didn't know any of this was going on, Will Smith is making music again, unfortunately. I know. I'm sorry to have to report that. It's not good. Let's go ahead and play this first video. He's been performing in like public places and stuff like that. People are not loving it. They're not loving it. It's actually really awkward because the videos I have seen, nobody's fucking with Will Smith's music. Let me yeah, here it is. Okay. And I'm not going to play the actual song, not because I'm scared of copyright. If I have to sit here and listen to this song, this may be my last episode, and it may be my last day on earth, because I'm going to jump out the window if I have to listen to that shit. He's performing in front of this crowd. Oh shit, wrong video. Ethan, I'll send you the right one. And the crowd goes mild. Awkward performance by Will Smith. Yeah. He's got this song where he's like, I like pretty girls. And the crowd is not fucking with it at all. Everybody's just kind of like standing around. So yeah, there's that. I knew that people weren't rocking with his music, because the only other song that I'd heard by Will Smith was this is the bounce back, watch Will, y'all. And then what's that one line where he's like, people ask me how I do it, I just bit off more than I could chew, then I chew it. Oh, come on, bro. I don't know what's happened to him. I don't know if it's all the Jada Pinkett Smith stuff, but I feel like their relationship just gets shoved down our throats. Like, everything I've learned about that relationship has been against my will. Smith, maybe I would be good at stand-up comedy. Everything I've learned about Jada and Will's relationship has been against my will. Smith. But that's not what we're looking at today. I mean, it's part of it. But we're going to look at one of the more recent videos that Will Smith has posted, and he's being accused of using AI crowds in the video to, like, obviously boost that, oh look, everybody's here, everybody's loving the show and stuff, like sold out crowds and everything. First of all, that should tell you right there that he's definitely using AI, because if you're going to a Will Smith concert, you're cooked. You're done. You might as well just stop. Trying. To each their own, I guess, but that's That's a bad look. That's a bad look, Broheem, if you're doing that shit. So let's go ahead and take a little look-see at the video in question. Oh, no. Don't sing to me, Will. Shush, Will. Shush your mouth. Will you please stop singing? How about that? I know you guys missed those jokes, baby. I know you missed them. Once again, I'm not going to play the sound on it, obviously for copyright reasons, but also because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that shit. All right, let's do this. So, right off the bat, this crowd doesn't look AI because I think this is actually him like singing in it. Let's see if I can skip forward a little bit. That's my fucking favorite part about the Instagram interface is that the little bar is so hard to control and scroll with. Oh, so here's some of the ones that people are saying are AI. So right there, that doesn't look... What does this kid's thing say? Now this is a story. Okay, yeah, just restart the video on me. Thanks, appreciate that, Instagram. Now this is a story about how you changed my son's life. Can he come on stage, please? No, he can't. This one is for sure AI because obviously it's like the Peyton Manning video I put up a couple months ago. They look like they're made of Play-Doh. They all look like they just got out of a bath and are super shiny. They look like they got waxed. They look like wax figurines. Do they all have their fingers? Yeah, it looks like they have the correct amount of fingers. So maybe I'm a little too skeptical. Maybe I don't know what the difference between real life and AI is. Let's keep watching. This one says, take us back to Bel Air. Not seeing any... God, this girl in the bottom left looks pissed, though. See, that's how you know it's not AI. This one's not AI because she looks pissed to be at the Will Smith show. So yeah, that's probably real. That one looks real. Okay, this guy's crying, so yeah, that's definitely AI, because if you're crying at a Will Smith show, fake. Unless the only reason you're crying is like, please, I just want to go home. And instead of security, like, making sure you don't get up on the stage with Will Smith, they're making sure you don't leave. And he's, oh, poor guy. Also, I'm wondering, these little insert shots that he's doing, I'm wondering if they're like from other concerts, you know, like, because he could just play his music over it and then just show a random video of people clapping. So it could be anything. But why would you use AI? Why wouldn't you just use like a real human shot if you were going to try and fake that? Why would you try to use AI? This one I feel like is definitely AI because it said, you can make it help me survive cancer. Thanks, Will. No, I mean, good for you if like you beat cancer and everything. But I'm here to tell you something the doctors probably won't. Listening to Will Smith's music is going to give you cancer. That is like dozens and dozens of radiation getting poured into your system, bro. Oh, God. Okay. That looks like this is most definitely AI. And we'll get into this later. We'll just kind of watch through the rest of this video. But I have screenshots. Of the photos that I want to really take a look at. This one in particular, I really want to look at because what the fuck? Didn't even try to hide it. Too bad weather. People at Paleo, 2 nights will be a storm. I don't know what the hell that means. Love you, Fresh Prince. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, that's the video in question. Why don't we look at some still images of this? Let's take a look at this first video, or first still, or whatever. First of all, love you, Fresh Prince, whatever. Love is spelled wrong. No big deal. That's not really that big of a deal. Look at this fucking dude in the corner. Look at this, like, off of a perk. I'm off a perk at the Will Smith concert. I'm perk 30'd out at the Will Smith concert. This man needs to be on a registry if he's a real person, bro. Come on. That is, whatever. So, okay, there's that guy. I'm trying to see if there were any more in the background that I didn't really see. It was mainly just that guy because I was like, what the? When have you ever seen a human being make? Let's see if I can. I don't even know. Does this guy have 6 fingers? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he's got 5. I'm looking at the. What the fuck is she doing? Ooh, don't think we generated enough fingers on that one. What the hell is going on here? Bro, it looks like a golf tee. Like maybe her fingers are just like crunched up or whatever, but like look at that shit, dude. Oh, that looks fucking terrible. Okay, I think that's it for that one. Let's go into the main one. This is the one that I've been seeing videos about. From West Philly to West Willie. We love you, Willie. All right, let's look at some of the people here in the crowd. First off, this guy. Look at all these people. Like melted putty, bro. Like melted. Oh my God. This man is having an exorcism. Is that Diddy? Ew. That looks like a South Park character. And then he's got Minecraft Steve right next to him, bro. Oh my God. So there's that. Come on, Will. Come on, Will. That looks like you just drew a smiley face on that chick, bro. I feel like, oh my God. Oh my God. And then what is this amorphous blob back here? Another guy having an existential, like, having an exorcism in the back. Like, this is great. This looks like a shitty, like, low-res picture of fucking Caillou, bro. There's that, and then we got the Crimson Chin back here. Oh my God. There's that one there. Whatever the hell this is. This looks like the movie Sinister. It looks like the main dude in that, like the villain. That's gross. What the hell is this object? And what is this guy doing? Bro. Yeah, he's got lobster fans, bro. What? Nah, that didn't even look like a lobster claw. Where is this? Like, ugh. And then there's this half baby. Silly Willy. Silly Willy. Free Willy, bro, because, oh my God, if you're having to do this to like, make it look like people are coming to your show, I don't know. None of these people look real. Like, far away, it's like, okay, maybe. But then as soon as you zoom up, like, look, it looks like Pitbull if he was a snowman, bro. Like, he's melting back there. What the fuck? Oh, this is bad. I didn't zoom in on some of these. And then this is one I've seen a lot of. This dude just filming off of a brick. Just filming off of a brick, bro. Like, maybe it's a phone. But look at this. This looks like if something was really, really face-tuned, and you know how you can like, or no, it looks like if there was a painting, like a pristine painting, like somebody had really put a lot of detail in it, and then you just ran your hand across the painting, and it just like jumbled it up and shit. That's exactly what it looks like. Oy boy. Oy boy. Look at this back here. Bro, they all look like Neanderthals. Like they look like cavemen. What is that? That's Mrs. Potato Head. Jesus Christ. And then this guy, see, he's just too happy to be at a Will Smith show. That's how you know it's fake. And then you have somebody's literal skeleton in the back behind him. Will. Oh my God, it's been all down. It's been all down Will. Let me say that again. It's been all down Will. Okay, it wasn't that bad. Okay, you guys suck anyways. Oh my God. Oof. So in conclusion, my theory, I think we proved it right. Yeah, Will Smith is definitely using AI images, if not some sort of Aunt Gladys sort of sorcery here to just destroy these people's faces and like destroying how they look. Oh, Will. Oh, Willy Wonka. Why is he making music again, dude? Like, especially if you're gonna do that. That's bad. That's really embarrassing. I don't know if we have time for a heat check today. Yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up since this episode's running close to an hour. But thank you guys for stopping by again. I always, appreciate the love and support that you guys show me on my channel and everything. Yeah, once we have more info on the main channel stuff, I'll probably post it when I post the main channel video. So I'll give a little like disclaimer beforehand about like, hey, this is, kind of what we're doing, blah, 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 blah. But don't worry, you don't have to go anywhere. It's all going to be right here, accessible for you, dog. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm almost done scripting and then we're going to begin shooting. Yeah, I'm super excited to get to share this cool creative process with you guys and to get to do it with Ethan, because one of the things me and Ethan talked about is like I'm going to lay out like exactly what I want and everything, and just like the things that I really want to have happen in the video. I told him, obviously I fully trust him and like his decision. So if there's other like little cool stuff like he wants to add into, that's obviously perfect, because like, he does so much for this show anyways and everything, and it really shows that he's not just doing the bare minimum and everything. And Ethan, I know I told you that when we were on the phone, but I'm telling you here live in front of the studio audience that love you, appreciate you. Everybody, one more time, let's give it up for our man, the man behind the camera, the man that really does all the hard work, our beautiful editor, Mr. Ethan. Let's give it up for him. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys for stopping by again. Obviously, like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff, dude. And, we're going to be hanging out here forever. We'll be here forever for you guys, so don't you worry about it. Thank you guys for stopping in again. We're going to get rocking and rolling on that main channel video, and you'll still get podcast episodes in between main channel vids too. So yeah, if you have any recommendations of stuff you want to see, leave me a comment, send me a DM, stuff like that. But other than that, yeah, you guys take care of yourselves, and the sun will rise again next time.
Good morning, Mr. Sunshine. Sunflowers and daisies by my side. Ain't no summer showers.